And we are in line 2. How long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? Selah. And just after ask that question, just had to rest right there. And it sends us to Deuteronomy 1:17 that says, you should not show partiality in judgment. You shall hear the small as well as the great. You should not be afraid in any man's presence, for the judgment is God's. The case that is too hard for you, bring it to me, and I will hear it. Wow. All right. And so that is powerful in itself. And so that sends us to 2 Chronicles 19:6, for reference scriptures that we already covered. And then also sends us to Exodus 18:22 and 26. 18:22 that says, and let them judge the people at all times. Then it will be that every great matter they shall bring to you, but every small matter they themselves shall judge. So it will be easier for you, for they will bear the burden with you. And so this was Moses' father-in-law giving him some instruction as well. And then so they judged the people at all times. The hard cases they brought to Moses, but they judged every small case themselves. Then Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way to his own land. And so that's what we have to do. And that's why even Jesus said, try to solve things before bringing it to court. If you could, just try to solve things among yourselves. All right, so let's go back to Psalm 82. And so it says, and so how long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? And so what they were doing, they were showing favoritism to the wicked. And it's the same way that's happening in our justice system today. And it's like, instead of having victim justice or the needy justice or the poor justice or the fatherless justice or the afflicted justice, we have criminal justice. And where the criminals get all the justice. And so because they don't make money from victims, they make more money off of criminals. If there were no criminals, then there would be no jobs. Okay, and so and that's why they call it a criminal justice system, because the criminals get all the justice, and the victims and the afflicted and the poor and the needy are just left to resolve and to solve things themselves, and also to go through all that hurt and pain without little, if any, justification or compensation. And God is not pleased with that either. And so because man found a way to do it another way, so they can make for profit. So anyway, line 3, defend the poor and fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy. And so here it is. It said defend the poor and fatherless. That means vindicate the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. That's where the justice should go, toward the afflicted and to the needy. Because that's what God sees. That's what God sees. And like I said, the judges are going to have to give an account to God for what they did or didn't do. Line 4, deliver the poor and needy, free them from the hand of the wicked. And that's what That's what the system should have been set up for, is to deliver the poor and the needy and free them from the hand of the wicked. That rarely happens, if any. It rarely happens, and it's a shame. All right, and so what we're going to do is we're going to pause here, and we'll pick it up in our one line stanza at line 5 in the next segment.